Welcome to just another quick Blitz game with some live commentary. We're playing white, so let's get going. E4, playing against Masterchess010. So let's see what he's gonna play. E5, knight f3. I think I want to try some interesting stuff in this game. So I'm going for the 4 knights game. Just hoping he enters, and now I play a3, which is it's just a move. It doesn't really do much, to be honest, but it has some interesting lines, and one of those lines is this one. So d5 is the most principled reply, I guess. But bishop b5 now pretty interesting. So d4 keeps the position closed. That's fine. He can't really take here because I'll take on e5, and that's quite good for me. So he goes bishop d7. Now the idea is I just set it up like it's the Italian game. So I'm going to put my bishop here eventually, and I'm just going to play on the king side. So I want to try to get my knights to f5 somehow. But first let's castle, get my king safe. a6, bishop c4, it's all according to plan. For b5, I'll just go to a2, it's no big deal. You can also castle queen side, but then I should really try to push on the queen side myself. I have several ideas. I can also play c3 to target the center pawns, but for now it's just fine to go for the f5 square with knight h4 coming. Gotta be a bit careful though that he doesn't take on e4 with the knight, so my knight is hanging on h4. It's the only thing I need to keep an eye on. Bishop a2. a5. Okay, so now I gotta try and work this one out. So if I go here, he can take on e4, and my knight is hanging. So that's still a problem. Can go rook e1 maybe, so I can take back on e4 with the rook and defend my knight on h4. That's an option. I can also go bishop g5, and I think I like this one a bit more. He's spinning the knight, and I don't mind if he goes h6 because I'll just see this as a weakness, and hopefully I can make use of that later on. Bishop d2. At least I develop my bishop. It's not the prettiest square on d2, but it's obviously better than c1. Yes, and on knight e7, now I got the time to go knight h4. Simply because, well, this whole idea with the queen takes h4 is gone, so he doesn't have knight takes e4 anymore. King h8, so unpinning the f pawn might be useful. I want to go queen f3 to bring my knight to f5, but I should keep an eye on bishop g4, trapping my queen. So I guess this is a useful move, just prevent bishop g4. Next move, I'm going to go queen f3 and put a knight on f5, I think. Yeah, so he pushes c5. There's no threat of c4 yet, so I'm good to go. I can also play f4, by the way. That is also interesting. But he can maybe take like twice, and then all my pieces on the black squares are a bit vulnerable maybe. So let's not do that. Let's just go queen f3. And now if he lets our knight jump to f5, we're quite happy. And if he decides to exchange and eventually give the bishop, we open up the white squares, and yeah, we're pretty good to go then, I think. We have the pair of bishops and some weakened white squares, so he can't really cover the e5 square. So I can take on g6, but I don't want to open up the f5. Rook becomes active. Don't like it. So I think I should go knight f5, which was the plan anyway. Always got to keep an eye on tricks like bishop takes h6 or knight takes h6. Those can always be interesting moves. But right now they're not working. Well, maybe they are, but I think it's a bit risky and unnecessary as well. So maybe I want to go for There are some funny lines. I can take on g7 maybe, knight takes, and there's some follow-up with knight h5 check or knight f5 check, but it doesn't seem to work yet because you can still capture, and it's just not enough. So maybe I should start with knight h5. That looks That looks pretty promising, because if he takes, queen takes, then I can really sacrifice somewhere on h6. That looks pretty good. Let's go knight h5. I like this plan. Probably still wait for him to defend, but you know, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. And it probably involves giving the bishop on f5. Yep, that's what he played. Do I take with the queen or the pawn? I think I have to be careful. Queen takes knight h4, trapping my queen. Oh boy. Pawn takes also knight h4. You're not gonna tell me I'm in trouble here. That would be weird. Maybe I should take on f6 first. Maybe I should take that first. But it's a bit shaky all of a sudden. I missed this idea, to be honest. Okay, I got a plan. I'll take here. No, not working. Never mind. Okay, I'll take here. Okay, this is bad. I was looking for something and it simply wasn't there. He should take here now, I think. Now he still got knight h4. That's surprising, but probably good. Probably a good move. And well played by him. I totally missed all these ideas. Yeah, you can still take there. Yeah, I have to take back. Now, this is a very good game by my opponent. Knight f3 coming, so let's just play f4. But it's getting a bit desperate, as you can see. Getting a bit desperate at this point. Yeah, my plan looked really nice, but I simply didn't find the best way to continue at some point. And I also spent too much time, not surprisingly. Let's see if I can repair this a little bit. That's going to be difficult because I'm quite low on time. Whoops. Yeah, rook g6 coming as well. And checkmate. Well, I gotta resign this one. Well played by him. That was a good game. Okay, so let's see what went wrong there. Let's see what happened. E4, e5. This was all quite normal. Bishop b5, knight to e2, d3, castles, h6, bishop c4, castles, knight g3, b5, bishop a2, a5, bishop g5, h6, bishop d2. Okay, so far I'm pretty confident in my moves. I don't think I made a mistake here. And he played knight e7 here. Oh, I could have taken on e5. I missed this idea. Knight takes, bishop takes, f4, bishop d6, and e5. Simple fork, winning back the piece, and probably gives me a slightly better position. Okay, nice one. But I played knight h4, still trying to make my plan work. He went king h8, h3 is a move, c5, queen f3, that was possible. Knight g6. Best move by the engine. Quite surprisingly, because you're damaging your pawn structure here, but apparently it's a good move. I went to f5 with the knight. Bishop c7, obviously. And here, according to the engine, I should have gone c3 and just tried to open a second front in the game. So yeah, might have been possible. What did I play? I played knight h5. Yeah, that was probably a blunder. That was probably a blunder. You know, one funny line I saw was knight takes g7, king takes, and I was just checking queen takes f6 because if you take with the queen, knight h5 is a funny move, forcing the king back and then capturing the queen back and taking this bishop and this pawn, so winning a few pawns here. But obviously, after queen takes, you just stayed with the king, and I'm dropping my queen. But that's why I spent a decent amount of time trying to figure out if there's something for me in this position. And I don't think there is. I was looking at a sacrifice like this, take on h6, pawn takes, bishop takes, with the idea if rook g8 I wanted to go bishop g5, but I just noticed I can take on f7 as well. But still, he has knight h4 on every single line. I saw this move a little too late because it's stopping every plan of mine. Knight h4 is a very strong idea. Queen has to go, and I got nothing there. So I played knight h5. He took on f5. I took on f6. Once again, knight h4. Well played by him. Queen h5 would have been best. And then take the bishop. At least I don't get crushed, and I still have this bishop, which is quite a good bishop with all the weakened light squares. I probably should have gone for something like this. Went queen e2 though. Now he took here. Pawn takes. He took on f6. Played f4. He took with the pawn. Queen g4. He played f3, also the best move. Rook e1 and rook a6, also the best move. I mean, not much I could have done here. He played brilliantly. Bishop d5 and queen e5, winning the game. Yeah, well, amazing game by him. I thought I had some chances there, but well, he just outplayed me there. And this knight h4 was a very powerful move, basically in every position, killing all my attacking chances, simply because my queen was quite vulnerable on f3. Oh well, good game by him, interesting one, even though I got crushed, but that happens. So yeah, I want to thank you for watching, and if you liked the video, make sure you subscribe.